Hi, everyone. Hi there. Hello. Terry, I'm so glad to be with you. I felt bad I had to cancel with Jean last week, but just wasn't up to it. And so I'm sure I'll be back with her next week, but I'm happy to be here with you.
Yeah,
How have you
well,
been?
I am
Yeah.
so happy to be here with you too. So
Thank you. Thank you. How have you been? Okay.
I have been fine. Yeah,
Good.
everything seems fine, and
Good.
have my grandkids here today, and they're
Fabulous.
hanging out for a little bit. So
Uh-huh. Oh,
and
that's great. Have you done something with your hair? It looks different to me.
I
Very
cut
nice.
it short, and then I
Put a
made
little
it.
color in there. Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm purple, a reddish purple.
You fit right in with the granddaughters. That's
Well,
awesome.
the granddaughters did the coloring of it,
Oh,
so.
they did it. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and they did
you
my
know,
makeup today too. I don't know you did.
oh,
Mm.
okay.
They made me look
Wow.
very
Look at
nice.
you. Look at you. That's great. That's great. They have a real hip grandma, that's for sure. That's awesome. So yes, I'm glad to be here. I want to say hello to some folks who are here. Hello, Butterfly Kisses. It's always great to see you. Esther, Arlene Forney. Hello, Dream Detective Kate. God bless. Hi, Andrea. And I saw Kiba Lyons here and Spirit Beyond the Stars. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm sure we'll get more people coming in. Um, Actually, Andrea Galvin has a sort of a semi-political question.
Oh,
And so she says she doesn't get into that usually. She says, I get ascension stuff, so I'm curious about the documents in relation to the ascension energy shift in the question. So she isn't really like wanting, she
I'll,
wants it sort of,
right. I'll give it a shot.
all right.
I might fail, but I'll give it a shot.
We can try, right? We can only try.
I
So
mean,
she's
I'm not
concerned. Go
I'm
ahead.
not that much politically because I don't know all the players. But you know,
Right, right.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Well, this one is the documents in the Biden situation. I'm sure you've heard of them finding documents. They
Mm-hmm.
found some at the Biden Center, then they found some at his house, and now they've found more at his house. And and I think they're only finding more because they hadn't been able to look at everything yet. So that's my feeling. But anyway, she says many people are suspected that they're planted, and the only thing I can say in relation to being planted is there are some Secret Service people that are duplicitous and they are very big Trump supporters. And so, but at the same time, I don't know how they would, I guess that would be the only people that could have access to his house would be Secret Service people. So we'll see what we get, Andrea. And Kiba, I got your question. I'll do it next.
Okay, I just consulted my pendulum. Now let me just tune in.
Uh huh. Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm getting kind of uh, my just the Terry Suzuki feeling is no,
That's
they're
okay.
not planted, and I
Mhm.
think I decided to adopt that idea because I'm really thinking about fairness
Uh-huh.
and fair play, and I think Biden is a man of his word,
Uh-huh.
and um, but my pendulum said yes. which is
Okay.
not what
Okay.
I did at all.
All
Not
right.
at,
So your
and
pendulum's saying yes, that they were planted.
right. Teri
Here's my,
Suzuki says
yeah, says no.
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 But then when I just kind of tuned in, I saw there's an angel that I've been seeing all morning, and they've been
Mhm.
giving me some information, and they showed up again, and they keep giving me the information by their finger, like either, and they're
Okay.
kind of like, this isn't your area, so then
Okay, that's fine.
that.
I'm going to pull some cards, but here's what I intuited as you were talking. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I intuited that um, it wouldn't have been I don't think he knew about it, but I don't think it would have been a big deal, and nobody really would have even known anything about it. Not that it was a secret, but they wouldn't have even thought about it, but for what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so my feeling is probably everybody that leaves an executive position mixes up some of their papers and takes them with them. Or do they do it maliciously? I don't think so. But at the same time, I get new connection is as to the who might have done this. And so I'm still in my mind thinking Secret Service. There's somebody in the Secret Service that's creating this, but I may be 100% wrong. So here's where I'm going next. I'm gonna put this into my deck of character. All right. Oh, this really makes sense. So here you can't see the forest through the trees. Something perhaps could get dropped in a forest. You know what bears do in the woods, and nobody's looking for it because it's not important at that period of time. And so it just kind of, I'm sure if he found these papers, he would have returned them. And not only that, he wasn't asked by the Justice Department or the archives, where are they? Whereas the other one was. So it looks like a Band-Aid is going to be put on the problem. And the Band-Aid, I believe, is the special counsel. And I think that, what's his name? Merrick Garland had Mr. Herr come on and just to take care of, make it look equitable. And I think that's admirable. And I think Joe is okay with that. And I just read this morning that the people that handled his papers when he left the vice president's office all have testified. They all came willingly in to talk. So that's a good thing. It's just that the media got it and they're blasting it all over the place because turnabout is fair play, according to them and the Republican Party. And they don't want to leave any doors unopened when they're looking at, because they're looking at him anyway with Hunter and all that. But the house is under construction. It's so perfect because it's the Congress that's doing this work. And so they've been doing this in the background all along. And wouldn't surprise me, Andrea, that perhaps, I don't know if it's that they were saying that it was planted, but you can bet that probably if you went to Barack's house, if you went to Bush's house, you might find a few scattered things there as well that they didn't even know that they had. I don't know about you, but I keep a lot of stuff myself, and some things I can't believe that I kept. So, I mean, they weren't security, but So
Well,
I like.
I think that regardless, I think they should apply the law evenly. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, and they are. I think they are. Well, I think that Garland is. I mean,
Right.
he's got this special counsel. I don't know that it will be applied evenly with this Congress, but as far as yeah. Did you know that they're taking Adam Schiff, Eric Swalwell, and Ilhan Omar? They won't get any committee seatings just because.
Yeah.
They're just getting back at them for the Margie Green fiasco.
Wow.
So thanks for the question, Andrea. But I agree with Teri too. This isn't her purview, and her angels want to make sure that she sticks to her plans. But thank you for trying, Teri. I appreciate it. Yeah, there you go.
I don't even try.
Yeah, So we got Kiba here, wondering if Uncle Charlie can come through. His eardrum was ruptured by a baseball, and he died when he was a teenager. I'm so sorry, Kiba. That's sad.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can roust Uncle Charlie and get a message to you. Hi, Craig and Ginny and Emmy J and Laura. I got your question, Laura. Rose Flower, Cat Mama, Anita Garola. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Ivana. Tammy Jackson. It's good to see you all on a Sunday morning. Yes, Craig, I think it is a commingling. Yep. Rose Flower, I got your question. Amy Sika, I got your question. Oh, thank you, Ginny. That's very kind of you.
So, Kiba, I think I have your Uncle Charlie on my stage.
Okay.
He's a young man, he was young when he died. He's tall and slim and, athletic, muscular, but tall, fit, tall and slim.
Uh-huh.
And let's see, Uncle Charlie, do you have any other evidence of who you are? Well, I just need to let everybody know, because we have to read so fast on this show, I have asked the spirits to blend their evidence into the message. So I may not get a whole lot more evidence of who he is, but he said it was a fast life. He didn't stay here very long, but he said it was a rich life, rich and he said, I was happy to be home again, meaning heaven, happy to be over here again. Beyond my wildest dreams, he said, but it was actually fun to be over where you are and to participate in life, to participate in all the interesting things.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Okay, sorry. I have this debate going with a cousin and stuff, and it's like, okay, why do we have to? Why do we come here? Why do we learn stuff, and then why do we take it back and download it? Because God knows everything. Why does he? Well, what is this?
Uh-huh.
He says, well, no, it's not like that. He said, it's to inform my next life.
Oh, to find out what you need to go through. Okay. All right.
It helps me build the next life.
Uh-huh. Wow.
What did he said, well, what I learned? I learned that love is everything. That love is everything. It's not guaranteed that I'll know that when I come back, because I will accept that veil of forgetfulness. But love is everything. It all comes down to love, always.
Yep. So I totally agree. I feel like that's the reason we come here, and that's, if there isn't anything else, then it's all about love. Yeah. I think we do have a bit of a choice what we want to work on when we come back, but like you said, we don't always remember that. We have to kind of pick our way through, see if we can figure that out. But let's see what a
blessing. What a blessing to get to meet your Uncle Charlie. And he just answered a really important spiritual question.
He did.
And of course, he's sending his love to you.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. That's wonderful. All right. So first thing I get is a box of rain. I think that's funny. That's all we've seen in the last couple of weeks is a box of rain. But I'm seeing that he's showering blessings down on you, actually, like rain. And he says, I was a young guy when I left, but I've always been around. I've been watching over the family, and I shower blessings on all of you. Um, he says, we have a very unique friendship. I am one of your guides. When you're just sitting, being very quiet, you can talk to me anytime. He says, I'm like the cat on the branch. I'm there. You just don't recognize that I'm up there. Um, and he says, your life is magical. Continue to make the magic, Kiba. Continue to make magic here because you're lucky to still be here. And wait till you see what is over here, which is something to look forward to it eventually, but you don't need to come any sooner than you're already coming. And use your intuition, because anytime you feel as though you're getting a message from somebody, you are. Make sure that you trust that. Trust your intuition. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. All right. So, welcome, everybody. Those who I have not said hello to, I would just want to say hello. I've got 9 questions up, so I'm going to close the questions for now. If we have time later, I might be able to take a few more, but we'll see. Okay. Hi, Red. It's good to see you. All right. So I want to tell you who's in line here, so you don't leave us until you're read to know you're in line. And if I missed anybody, you got to let me know right now. I have Laura Fahey, Emmy J, Rose Flower, Amy Sika, Anita Garola, Cat Mama, Vicky Day, and Maitri Yosi. Okay? So if I missed anybody, okay, Hypnicity, I got you. All right. So that's all we got for now. So you'll be the last one, Hypnicity, just so you know. All right. So I got Laura Fahey. She just wonders if we might have a message for her. Is there anything important, any focus you want us to have, Laura, or you're just taking whatever message comes through for you? Let us know. All right. It's rainy here too, Craig, but that's normal for here.
Mm-hmm.
At least we don't have that. I'm still sending out a lot of love and light to those people that are in Northern and Mid-California, because I hear that there's still a lot coming through. Oh, okay, Karen Robinson. So yeah, and I think you are in California. Take it easy out there. Well, I don't see it, so I'm going to just go ahead and we'll just make a general reading for Laura, okay? Laura Fahey.
Laura Fahey.
Mm-hmm.
So on my stage, they kind of put me in the wilderness a little bit. Not like the wild wilderness, but like, on a trail that you might see here in the Pacific Northwest. But it was kind of dark, and suddenly they clicked on a lighter. The lighter was huge, the biggest thing in my vision, and they clicked on a flame. And now I can see much more clearly of things around me. So, Spirit, what does this mean for Laura? They're saying that they're going to enlighten you.
Oh.
So they have some more messages for you that will come. Spirit, when will she get these messages? This first 3 months of this new year, they're going to be talking to you more, enlightening your path, enlightening your beliefs. So I think that whatever kind of information comes to you or ideas, because it's not like, well, unless you're very clairaudient, they're not going to sit there and talk in your ear. They're going to give you little nudges. So if you get an idea, a spiritual idea that kind of like, oh, I don't think that's wrong. That's wrong. I shouldn't believe in that. They're saying, no, you need to consider it. And in fact, they're reminding me of a reading I was read just recently by our lovely Joan, who often is on our programs together. Had Joan read me, and they told me, and they're reminding me to say this, that pay attention to the message, not to who's delivering the message. So in other words, what they were telling me is, I may receive a message that may come from a source that scares me or doesn't make me feel that comfortable. And they said, evaluate the message, not the source right now. So that's what they're saying to you. So that's cool. That's cool.
I love that. I love that. And I'll tell you, there's a real reason why. I teach research writing, and the students have to have a concept to overlay their writing. It's because people don't know how to use a concept when they're doing research. So my concept is The Medium is the Message by Marshall McLuhan. And he said in 1964, it was not necessarily the message, but the medium through which it comes. And you're just flipped that. And so it reminds me that sometimes we just need the message. And so, I mean, I love that. And and I've had students say that to me as well. So thank you.
Cool.
I got the message too. Oh, that's a riot. That's a riot. Okay. So Laura, I get, you've been having some conflicting feelings recently. And, maybe you may be going through some tense times. Somebody might be creating unnecessary drama around you. And so if you can step away from it, you're moving toward wholeness and completion, like the globe. A lot of times we think of our own country, our own space, our own home as being more important than the whole earth or the whole world. And this is reminding us we need to take that into consideration. And it says here, you are leveling up. You were going to be graduating. You are learning something new, and you are graduating into it. And I think that's part of what Teri was talking about when she said, listen to the message. So there you go. Perfect. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your question. Hopefully, if you're not here anymore, you'll come back and listen. So,
Allie, I just want to point out something really quick.
Sure.
All of us go through those same things, including me. And I want to say that you have to look at my stage right now, because this is my message that I received. But do you see the new art?
I do. I do.
My lovely sister painted those and sent them to me. I just
They're
got them
beautiful.
yesterday.
They're lovely.
She's really, really growing in her art, and they're just really beautiful. And I felt like she sent me little pieces of love.
Little pieces of love and parts of herself.
Yes.
And also those pictures inspire joy. To me, they do. The colors and the imagery and everything. How beautiful. She did a beautiful job. Wow.
Yeah, this green one is my favorite.
That's a very healing one. Yeah. Yep. I hear you. That's awesome. That's wonderful. Thank you for pointing that out, Teri. All right. So MEJ would love a message from her dad, Herbert, who passed in 2018.
Well, so this is a little unusual for me to see on my stage, but on my stage, I first saw you, MEJ. Now, I don't actually know what you really look like, but the funny thing is you look like a human, but I got the feeling and you look more like a macaroon cookie to me. You know those macaroon cookies that are French?
Yeah, absolutely.
You look like a kind of a tall macaroon cookie a little bit. And you sidled up along my stage to your father, Herbert. And He's not super talkative right now on the stage, but here's what I got really fast was you are the softness to his crustiness.
Oh.
You know how the macaroon, they're kind of crusty on the outside, but they're soft inside and sweet. And so,
Mm-hmm.
do you have anything more to say other than you were a little crusty? He says that he could be a little crusty in life, that sometimes he looked at life a little too black and white. He loves, loves, loves and enjoys your colorfulness. And he's kind of referring back to that macaroon cookie, that colorful, colorful cookie.
Wow.
And he said, I took life a little too seriously. I had to make rules that were a little too serious. And my ego got in the way. But I now know that it's really all about love. I should have just relaxed a little and just leaned into the love.
Wow.
And
how beautiful.
he's showing me a box. It's like a little blue box. It looks like one of those old-fashioned jewelry boxes that you open and there's a little twirly ballerina in there singing.
Hmm.
Why are you showing me this box? He's saying, please embrace and keep the delight of that in a box. Remember when you're a kid, if you got something like that and you opened it, you know, we're now, I guess to reuse a word, we're now a little too crusty and we look at that like, oh, cheap little box, cheap little thing. But as a
Yeah,
kid, it's
it
so
was
delightful
wondrous.
to
Yeah.
just zoom in and that beautiful ballerina going around. He said, please don't lose the delight of life.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Delight.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. So, MEJ, I get here. He sees your confidence that's building. Don't, keep going. Make sure that you know that everything is available to you and he is there for you to lean on if you need him to be. He's around you whenever you think of him. He said, in fact, we have a very, very tight union. So that will never change. I'm always around you and I love you dearly. He considers you the princess of, well, this one is the princess of the borderland. And I find that so, and look, there's the ballerina.
Oh my God. Sorry, I saw that and I'm like, what?
Oh my goodness. I just noticed that. Wow. And I pulled these way before you talked.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's the ballerina. You're his princess. You're his princess. And the borderland would be between life and death, of course. He says, you're the princess to me there. Oh my, that gives me the chills and goosebumps.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
He said, and again, I told you, all you have to do is think about him. See how be the thinker. Think about him. And he says, and I will bring you serendipity. I'll be there for you all the time. And you will know, because serendipitous things will happen and you will feel like, you're with me too. I know. Isn't that amazing? I love that the ballerina show.
I know. But even when you said they were the union, remember she started up on the stage and they're there and she put her arm around him and they just really fit together.
Yes, they did. Yeah. Wow, I got goosebumps. That's amazing. I love that when that happens. Oh, I hope that you enjoyed getting that message from Herbert, MEJ. And wow, that's awesome. All right. So Rose Flower is here. Wonders if she can get a reading, please. I'm guessing it's just a general reading. Lisa Young, I'll see if we can fit you in at the end, okay? It's going to be a while. Just letting you know. All right. Okay, good. I'm glad you're here, Roseflower.
So this is as I was meditating to get ready for this show, they showed me some interesting things. And one of them was kind of a little bit about this year. And so they're referring a little bit about this year and to you. What they showed me was, and they've been showing me this a couple times, but the year is a little bit bumpy. Not this kind of bumpy, but a little bit bumpy.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed me that people are afraid, especially people who need support. They need more safety net support, such as Social Security and SSDI, things like that. And they're showing me this path that's raised. It's not touching the ground. It's like the path is a long, long bridge. It's of the whole year. And they're showing me that regardless of what we hear, there is always going to be support for us. There's going to be support for you. And what I'm seeing is even though this is a raised bridge, somehow on each edge of the bridge, I'm seeing a lot of flowers. And I have a feeling it's because your name here, Rose Flower, is probably, they're using my imagination to guide the reading. But it seems like you're going to have a good year because the flowers go along this raised bridge the whole time. So I think what the message they're trying to say is have faith. Have faith. Know that they're with you, that they're supporting you, that that we're all being supported. We just might not always see it, and we just might not always hear it. They have planted these flowers a long time ago in your life, and these flowers are blooming this year for you. So I believe if you have a spiritual practice, it might be a good time to kind of amp it up a little bit, because I think this year is a year of spiritual growth for you, there's giving me the word protection, spiritual protection. Okay. Lovely.
Awesome. Well,
okay.
I get that things are speeding up. That's what I get here, speeding up. And it's interesting because you brought up the bumpy road, a little bit of a bumpy road. I'm seeing it as a river. And of course, rivers are bumpy at times. They going over the rocks, or if you're going down. Yeah. Absolutely. Prince comes up. I don't know why. Not the singer, but a prince, a male. Somebody's coming into your life. I don't know if he's already there or not, but he's there. And there's going to be some changes made. I can't tell you exactly what, but it's interesting that the color of the first card and this card are the same, and so are the wheels. So I can see it happening. And the last card I pulled is you. You are the Empress. So I'm thinking that, you're going to get some really good news, and you are a woman of your own means. You can decide whether you want to be with the prince or not, or what role he might play in your life. But I'm seeing some good stuff. It just might take a little while, as Teri said. It's a little bit of bumpy, but we're all going through that right now. So there you go. Yep. Thank you so much, Roseflower. All right. I have to go back because I did see a reply from MEJ. We had a conflict because of the black and white rules. I had a pink jewelry box with a ballerina. Oh my. I got chills all over. We both got the ballerina, didn't we?
Wow. Yeah.
I'm so glad that message was good. I'm so happy that made sense to you. Wow. And Marsha Green also says that the message for Kiba's Uncle Charlie was very sweet as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He was amazing.
I
Amazing.
know. I know. He was so sweet. Um, the notifications, I don't know why they're taking so long, folks. I'm seeing that people are getting notified as we're already into the show. I apologize for that. I mean, it's another YouTube glitch, I guess, but at least you're getting them. I know sometimes people don't even get them. So yeah. Jill, I noticed it in obituaries, people not using RIP, but wishing smooth transition and more mentions of movies. Oh, this is for the idea that the afterlife has become more mainstream. Yes, I agree with you, Jill. And also the idea that we do a celebration of life, not a funeral. That's a more positive spin on that idea. So, wow. Okay. Thank you, Roseflower. You'll have to let us know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Amy Sika, first of all, my humblest condolences on the loss of your recently deceased husband, Mark. I, I can't imagine. That's like the most deepest loss, one of the most deeper losses that we have to when our partner is transitions, and I just want to send you lots of love around that. And we'll see if we can hear from him. We'll find out if we can hear from him. Thank you.
So, Amy, I I I see a male energy on my stage. It's not completely clear because the vision is kind of coalescing with another Mark I know, and
Ah.
so I'm kind of seeing him and seeing this other soul. But here's the interesting thing: is that the whole the whole atmosphere of my stage is all green. It's all green, which is the heart
Very
chakra,
healing. Yeah.
professing his love. But he's also showing me something that also, if I saw my other Mark, I would also see. And they're showing me the Hara chord, Hara chord. Hara in Japanese means center, and there's a
It means
belief
what, Terry? We didn't hear that. It means
center, your
center.
center,
Okay.
your center, your belly area, and
Yep.
so there is a belief that we are connected to the earth and to God with this silver cord or the Hara cord.
Mm-hmm.
And he's showing me that he can kind of move the Hara cord to connect to you, that you are connected spiritually very well. And he now, of course, is very connected. And he's saying, it feels far, you feel like I'm far away, but I'm not. He said, I'm like right here and you just can't see me. He said, I want you to, when you're thinking about me or when you are, praying or meditating or taking a little time out, even if it's just drinking a little tea or something, to close your eyes and really think and maybe even put your hands, because I keep doing this, putting my hands on my middle area and just think about this connection. Think about the Hara chord. And he said that is a way you can share energy really easy.
Hmm.
And yeah, he's sending a lot of love. He's kind of making my hair stand on end a little. He's got a little electricity around him because
Ooh.
he's
Okay.
so newly over there. I'm actually surprised I can talk to him at all because usually that doesn't happen. Um, Mark, can you tell me, just give Amy just another little bit more of a message. He says he'll always be with you. He'll always support you. You may not always think about him. You may not always feel him around you, but I see like a distant picture in my mind, and it's you trudging along life. Oh, now this is interesting. You were trudging towards the left, and to me, that's going into the past. And then he is way up in the sky, connected by the harpsichord to you, and he helps kind of move you around, and now you're going towards the future. And he is telling me that there is a little bit of you're going to feel many things. Sometimes anger towards him, sometimes loneliness. Sometimes you're going to miss him. Sometimes you're going to want to cuss at him. And he says it doesn't matter. You go ahead and feel those feelings, and just release them, and keep going forward. And I will keep supporting you. I will keep being there for you because I love you, and he can't wait. He doesn't want you to hurry, but he does. But he can't wait to see you again. So.
He's waiting for you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I have a reading here. I just wanted to say to 10,000 miles, you're asking an animal question, and if we have time, we can answer it. But I do want everyone to know that at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern time, I do have an animal communicator coming on. So if you need to ask questions or want to ask questions about live or deceased pets, come on and ask her at that point. Thank you. All right, Amy. I don't know if he was an artist or you are an artist, and artistry can be different. It doesn't have to be visual art. It could be, other kinds of art. But I pulled this first, and it looks just like this person is just having some fun playing with color. And so I see that. He says, I can come to you and talk to you in meditation. If you hear my voice, please know it's really me. And if you can see above the head of this girl, there's looks like a bird flying. So you are able to tap in. If you are, he can come and talk to you. And he said, you're going to be going through a metamorphosis, or you are going through it. And he's watching you and he's helping you and encouraging you to do that. And he said, because you have the potential to be a visionary. And look at this girl laying right on top of a unicorn. So he said, you have this potential. And he says, take the opportunity. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, but do it in your own time. And he says, you have this opportunity right in front of you, and it will be coming up for you, and it will be your choice as to which way you want to go, but it's there for you. Okay. Oh, this deck is called The Story Cards by Kathy Nichols, and I got them on Etsy. Kathy Nichols, Cathie Nichols. She's an artist, and that's called the story cards. And she has also the other ones that I've been using, which are the synchronicity deck. So
they're really beautiful and very, very on point here.
They're very on point, aren't they? Yes, Craig Dixon. I'm glad you told 10,000 miles that Mark Spirit Whisperer also is a fabulous communicator, animal communicator, and there are others that are out there. So
yeah.
All right, so Anita, then Cat Mama, then Vicky, then Maytree, then Hypnicity, Lisa Young, and we'll see if we can get to 10,000 miles. That sounds funny. We'll see if we can get to 10,000 miles. Okay. So for Anita, hello, Anita. I'm glad you're here.
this is what I'm getting. And like always, you know, I I see things and I interpret them the way I think it, but your interpretation is just as important.
Mm-hmm.
So right away, before I could even say my little mantra to tune in, it they took me to a stone wall, like this really old, big stone wall with some white plaster on the outside. There's a window up above, and you're in the window, and it doesn't feel good. It feels like like you're trapped or like you're in a prison. And I'm just, but you know, they always want me to back out a little bit sometimes to see, because up close it looks like you're kind of trapped in this building. um, you don't look very happy looking out the window. And then there's continuing to move me to the right, and I realize there's just a wall. It's broken down. The wall sort of starts coming down, crumbling. And as I kind of look on the other side, you're up some stairs looking in that out that window, but you have forgotten to turn around and realize that you're completely free. You can walk out of there anytime you want. So what the message they're saying is try another perspective. So if you have a conundrum right now or a little problem, please try to look at it from a different perspective. Stop looking out the
Mm-hmm.
window, turn around, and start considering something else. If this is something with a person, try to put yourself in their shoes. What are they feeling? What are they seeing? How might your efforts have been misinterpreted, and how could you let go of this? And just again, remember, I think this is just going to be in every single reading. Remember love, remember love. Even for those people that you don't know, you don't like, is we're all actually fractals of God. We're all part of one. We're actually one thing. We just think we're
Mm-hmm.
separate. And remember that, and try for a different perspective right now.
Yeah. Separation is an illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this is interesting because I got similar, of course. What I got was winter. And I know that I believe Anita lives in Florida, but winter is different than every other time of the year. And so here we are sort of stuck in the chill or stuck inside sometimes, whereas if it was the summer, we might not be. But look, yes, she's blocked. That's what you said pretty much, that she was blocked.
Oh,
And yep, there she is. But as you can see, that's an illusion as well.
window. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
there's a window. Absolutely. Yep. Um, so here's what they're admonishing that you do, Anita. Look at the stars if you can. Look out and find the stars, and remember that those stars that are shining brightly are shining from billions and millions of years ago. That's how long it takes for us to get the light from those stars to us. And that they're there forever, and find the beauty in that, and know that you too can access that beauty. I picked up soulmate. I don't know what this is all about. I don't know if you're looking for love, but a soulmate can also be, honestly, it can also be a friend. It can be a child of yours. It could be a best friend. It could be a pet. So, but it looks like you are working towards finding your soulmate. And so take some time to reflect on this. Take some time, and don't be so sad. Make sure you look up to the stars. They're there for you. They're free beauty right there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Anita. All right. Oh, Anita's in Southern California. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you. I know it was someplace fairly warm, but okay. All right. We have our cat mama, and cat mama, I can't believe you finally found out who your biological father is. I'm sorry that he's gone. His name was Russell. And he did not know about her when he was alive. And so she wonders if he might have a message for her. I think that's so hard. I'm sorry to hear that you didn't know anything, but I'm glad that you did find out at least who he was.
Wow. He's Johnny on the spot here.
Oh, is he?
He's on the stage and he's got this huge bouquet of flowers in front of him.
Oh,
And
wow.
let me just tune in a little bit more.
Mm.
He says this bouquet does not he's saying solve the problem. He says it does. He is saying, I'm sorry I didn't know about you, but he's also letting you know that this bouquet that he's presenting you isn't enough. It isn't enough. It isn't enough in his kind of estimation, you know, about how sorry he is that he didn't get to see you when he was alive. The bouquet is very colorful, but I've noticed that all along the edges of the bouquet are these white flowers. And they're far more fancy than a freesia, but I don't know the name of the actual flower, but it's kind of those, they look like a freesia, but they kind of have a more flappiness and like a little green tongue coming out. And so, Russell, what does the white flowers mean for Cat Mama? Okay. So maybe make a list here. White flowers represent energy. So he's sending energy to you. So some of this is just spiritual energy, but energy in any form. So it's part of what they mean. Okay, now what else does it mean? He recognizes your beauty and your uniqueness, because this flower I'm seeing is incredibly unique. Okay, so you have a uniqueness that he's very proud of. And okay, now he's saying he knows your soul very well. He said even though he didn't get to see you during when he was embodied, he knows from up there, he actually knows you quite well. And so what else? What else? Try to look to the future more. Think about as you're moving ahead in your life, and you know, think about him from time to time. He will be watching. He's learning right now. I feel like he's trying to get the message to me that he wants to be a spirit guide of yours, but that he's still learning. So that maybe not yet. So. Okay, love and the colorful flowers is he's hoping for a very colorful life for you.
Oh, that's beautiful. So I picked up some great cards too, Cat Mama. I get here. He's happy that your well-being is good. He sees you happy, and look at there's two birds and they're sort of meeting each other on the branch, and he says, you know, there's the flowers Teri was talking about. I mean, some bright flowers that she was talking about as well. Boy, he's happy. He's so happy. He says, make sure that you balance out whatever it is you're doing. Balance out your life always. That's important. And it's showing people on water boards, or, you know, those boards that you use in the water. So he wants to make sure that you balance out both the spiritual and the physical. And he says, I know you've had a longing for a very long time to know who I was. And I'm sorry that we didn't get to go and have some fun together when you were a little girl and even when you were older. It would have been nice to know that you were there. We could have gone, to the park or to the amusement center. He said, I have, release whatever it is that might be keeping you back. I know that this is a really hard time for you, but you finally found out who I am, and I am only a whisper away, a thought away. And so release, if you're upset with your mother, release it, I think is another thing he's saying. If she, that she didn't tell you. And look, he sends you so much love. And he says, oh, I'm around your home all the time. Your home is filled with love. Your animals and what you do. Look at that. The heart is right behind it, and the home is filled with love. Wow. That's wonderful. I'm so glad that you finally found. I'm so glad that you finally found out who he was. And maybe you can meet somebody that knew him and can shed some light on what kind, some stories. And so we send you lots of love, Cat Mama. Okay. Vicky Day wonders, her Ring camera picked up something in the front yard before Christmas. It was there for 5 hours. She wonders what it was and why was it there. Are you sure it wasn't Santa?
So I'm picking up ET energy.
Oh,
That's what's kind of coming to me, is some ET energy. But let me keep going and see if I can find out more.
so I got a young girl, maybe that lived there. I don't know if you or a young girl that maybe that was deceased early in her life, but she's the sunshine girl, and there's the sunshine. That's what's so interesting. Another ballerina comes up, so I'm guessing it was a child that passed, and they want you to know they're doing well, they're okay wherever they are. They want to give you that message, and they hung around long enough so that you would be able to see it on the camera.
Lovely. I don't think I can really, that's a great message. And the ET present still could be that
Could be.
part of her heritage, but it definitely, let me just see, is there anything more to tell?
Dropping pixie dust. It went between 2 trees, bouncing all over the yard, even when I went there. No young girl lived here. Okay. So it could have been a fairy. Could have been a little fairy, little girl fairy. Oh, and you say that. Reminded you of a fairy.
Oh. There's one of the ETs that are very white and very pixie-like, although they're very tall, I think. But for some reason, the word Andromedan is coming to me.
Ah, okay.
So, I think that it probably has to do with them, and they're probably just calling on you, a relative. So
could be. I just watched a show, CE5, which is Close Encounters 5, and there's more. They're seeing more and more light bodies coming through, and there is a 350% increase in UFO sightings. So, I mean, I'm not a big UFO person, It was a white light? Okay. Okay. I'm thinking that Teri was right then. Maybe it was a little girl ET. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't think it's anything bad, that's for sure. There's no negativity there, Vicky. It was all very yeah. It was
But
all very lovely.
how cool you got to see that.
I know. And you have it on video. Yeah, I know. Fabulous. Okay. Here we are, Mietri would love a message from her deceased daughter, Hazel.
Oh,
I'm so sorry for your loss.
can you pronounce her name again?
Maitreya, I believe it's Indian, or it's Maitreyi. I don't even know. If you could put your name out phonetically so we could pronounce it correctly, how about Ms. Yoshi? That's a little bit easier. Okay, it's my Treyi. My Treyi, she says. Thank you, dear. Or May Treyi.
So I'm not sure if this is the evidence or not. So my stage suddenly lit up in color. I mean, it was like a parade. There were saris, kind of, saris, silks are so beautiful colors, and it's being waved and many colors, lots of gold jewelry, lots of uh, just beautiful. And then as it kind of clears a little bit, and then I see Hazel. She says, well, her spirit feels a little more solid, like she really wasn't about the drama. She really was. She enjoyed it because it's part of her culture. She enjoyed the drama, but she wasn't really the one. She feels like she's not the one bringing the drama. So let me see. I hope that makes sense. So Hazel, what do you have a message for your mother?
Her heavenly birthday is coming up on January 19th, so it looks like it's, yeah.
Maybe
She
that's what
passed
the
away. Okay. She
celebration
passed away 4 days of her birth. Okay.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, dear.
okay. She I get this definite feeling that this was part of her soul contract with you to be your daughter, even though it was a very short time.
Yeah.
But she feels very solid. She feels like a little wall that's always been by your, on your path, on your journey, very supportive to help you stay on the right path, to help you. It feels like that you probably feel her around a lot
Yeah.
because so Hazel, what else? Oh, that's just so sweet. So she's showing me this path, that she's being part of your path, but she's showing how that, I mean, this is a tiny bit cliche, but it's so sweet. She's saying, look up into the heavens, see the stars. I'm one of the stars. And you can talk to me, you can interact with me. I was so proud to be part of your life. And I love it that I can shine my light down on me now.
Wow. That's beautiful.
She's such a sweet little,
And she is. She says yes. She is with her. Look at this. She's right above her home. Right above um, her mom's home. Yeah. She's a very, very big presence. She said, I really hope that you are healing, Mother. You know, it's very cold right now. It's very sad right now, but look behind you. There's a flower popping up. And so there is beauty all around you, and I am with you. I'm hoping that you're healing. She says, you spend a lot of time in solitude. You may not hear me, but I'm there. I'm there. Trust whatever it is that you feel you hear as being from me. Wow. Thank you, dear. She will she come back to you? I believe she will. I don't know if she'll come back to you as your own child or a child of, someone else that you are able to see, but it's going to be up to her. It's not up to, it's not up. It's very hard for us to know for sure because even spirits have free will, and they don't always, exercise that free will. And so, but you can ask her.
she is definitely part of your soul group, though, your soul tribe. So regard, even she's
Yep.
always going to be traveling with you anyway.
Right.
Even
even if she doesn't come back physically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. God bless you, dear. I'm so sorry that you lost your beautiful daughter. That is just very sad. All right. Hypnicity, I'm going to get to you, dear. Let's talk to Lisa. Hi, Lisa. It's good to see you, dear. Your sister passed last year, and she's also the one that takes care of her nephews, who her sister's children. She just wants to have a message from her, if that's possible. Her birthday was on January 11th, so it's very close to that period of time.
Lisa, she's showing me fireworks, just like a poo, poo, poo. Just all it's almost like she's saying, I brought the fireworks. She seems like a kind of a real character here. And she's like, it was short, but brilliant. I get the feeling that however she passed, she lived life to the fullest before that. She's the kind of person that would shout YOLO, Do you have a message for Lisa? She's like, don't look back in the past too much. Go forward. I will be with you going forward. So she's showing me a synchronicity that she's going to provide in your life. And you know how people see butterflies and this. Recently, I've been seeing little teeny pops of light, and it's not my eyes. My eyes are old, and I've had it where the little lining tears away, and you see a little suddenly bright. That is not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing something spiritual, and she says she's going to be like a little light, a little little, that's what you're going to notice when you're doing stuff, you're just living your life. Sometimes you're going to see little sparks of light, and that's her. Just
Wow.
reminding you. So when you see those, think of her. So
She says she sees lights all the time. That's awesome.
good.
That is so awesome.
Good.
Well, I've got an interesting situation here. I see the fall. Something big is going to happen in the fall. I don't know what it is, but it comes with the last card, which I'll bring back. And she says that she was a rebel. And she said, "So are you." And look, there's a little bee on there. So there's like a little bee for be a rebel. Be a rebel. And she says, "You can't always see things, but have faith in what is seen. Don't, you can take the blindfold off. You've got the ability to see things and hear things. And it's just going to take a little bit of time. Look at there's the butterfly that you just mentioned, but pieces of light is what, and look, there's sort of some beautiful, it's not light, but it's just little butterflies all around. And then I get summer, things are going to speed up for you. And that's why fall looks like you will be more enmeshed in your spiritual path. So it's interesting that summer picks it up brings the speed, and then you go back to the first card and it's the fall. So she says, listen to the signs, and know that I'm with you along the way. I'm rooting for you, and that we're both rebels in some way. So there you go. There you go. All right.
You are hot, Allie, today. You are hot. Cards really, they really say even more how I felt about her with her fireworks and her
with the bright colors and all that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hypnicity, I'm still going to do yours. I'm going to do 10,000 miles first, please, because we only got you and Hypnicity left. So thank you to everybody for staying on and being here with us today. We are a little bit over. 10,000 miles lost her best friend, pet dog. And the dog's name is Luna. I just asked her, Luna. Yeah. Can you tap in and make sure she's okay? Well, I think you don't have to worry about that 10,000 miles. They're always fine over there.
Well, I just have to go with what they show me and hope I'm not wrong. But Luna comes running onto my stage, barking and yipping, and it looks like she has a little red collar, and she looks like a medium-sized dog, a tiny bit like a terrier. Maybe just medium-sized dog. Anyway, she comes running in, and then she does like this backflip that makes me feel like she's backflipping over the moon, which, the name Luna. So Luna. Oh, I have heard this before. But she's telling me again. And so this really happens. This is just amazing. She says, when it's your time, she's going to bark you in. So if you can be your greeting party, she's going to bark you in. And she's just such a delightful little dog. And she was so loving. She was more than a dog. She was like a spiritual companion. Oh, I just have chills all over my body about that. I mean, she's just really bringing up all the feels.
Yeah. There are some animals that you love all your animals, but there are some that just pull your heartstrings and are that, that it's hard to let them go. It's hard to let them go.
She is telling me that you gave her an exciting life, that you understood. Oh, she's showing me
Wow.
my own little dog that sometimes has to go out the front door to just stand on the porch or just stand in the driveway and bark and come back. She didn't have a loud bark, but
Mhm.
it's just like, that's the fun thing for her, just like, and okay, done, you know.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, she gave
Yeah.
her a lovely life. She was so happy with you. Please don't miss her too much.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh.
I just feel a real my heart chakra, as Joan would say, my heart chakra just lights up. It feels like
Yeah.
you and her are like soul to soul.
Yep. Yep. So I got a similar thing. She's worried about you healing. She's worried. She says, Mommy, I want you to heal. Begin to think of the fresh air and the sunshine. In other words, get the grief out of your mind. I know you miss me. I know you miss me, but I'm with you. Honestly, I'm really here. I'm really with you, and I am waiting for you. I think success can come to you, and maybe that might mean a new dog. And some people won't do it because the pain of losing is too difficult. But she says, don't stay alone too long. There's always dogs that need your love. And I get here, yes, she was one of your soulmates. She definitely was. She just, she lived for you and you lived for her. And so she understands why you're sad, but she does want you to heal. She really does. And she said, yeah, you come. When I went over the Rainbow Bridge, oh my God, I can do all kinds of things over here. I can even fly. Oh, God bless her. God bless her. I'm sorry, dear. I know I have lost so many that were so beautiful, and it's every time you lose one, it's like, oh, do I want to do this again? It's very hard. All right, our final one is hypnicity. You're welcome, dear. Um, Hi, Susa. Okay, take care. Take care. She'd love a message from Spirit. Hi, Jackie Jacaranda. Hi. And Scott. It's good to see you too. Oh, is that right, Craig Dixon? I didn't hear that from Sterling. Wow. Dogs and cats can fly. Oh, I'd love to see that. Yeah.
So hypnotic. Your guides are showing me pyramid, but they're showing me you as like you're sitting on a plinth that you and how you're sitting is kind of creating like a pyramid. And okay, so what does this pyramid mean? What does this mean for her? They're saying sometimes you meditate, you pray, you commune with spirit a little bit, and sometimes it feels like nothing's happening, like you're
Mm-hmm.
wasting your time almost. But they're showing me that you are not wasting your time, that you are building this pyramid. You are building this mountain of strength that this mountain of strength helps generate energy for you to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me, guides, can you tell me just a little bit more about what you want hypnicity to know? What is the most important thing for her to know right now? Oh, they're showing me you as the pyramid, but there's light coming out of the top they said that you are beaming a light that they can see, that heaven can see. And they're very proud of you. They're saying you don't know that the light works both ways. You are sending, you are receiving. So just know that you are receiving help from them. You're receiving new information. Be in that moment and believe what you're getting. And they're bringing me right straight round to the very first message again when they're saying, don't fear who's telling you the message. Consider the message, not the source.
That's right. Wow. Beautiful circle that you made there.
Yeah.
They know that you're a soulful person, and look at this. All of it is around you, and there you are in the meditative state with your hands on your heart. So they're saying all this quiet time, all this time you think you're doing nothing, you're really lifting your vibration. Your vibration is going up, and that makes it easier for you to get things done. You are a visionary, and we all know that. And so you know you're a visionary. There's a building behind you. We know you're building, you're trying to build something, and it brings you joy, and it will continue to bring you joy. And look at all the hearts. Wow, lots of hearts and beauty there, all around you with the yellow. There's something that shows up that I've never seen before, and that is that a friendship is occurring right now that will give you some growth. So there's a friendship that is going to help you grow even more. And you probably will recognize that when you see it. It's funny because when the older I get, I think, it's kind of too late to make a lot of friends because, people are more home and they're doing this and that. But then this is here. And it's like I've had more friends here than I've ever had in my life, So it might come from a different place, but that is going to be very helpful for you to grow and share with this particular friend, or to realize that we are all your friends. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yep. And yeah, you're right. When your time is right, you will be more active. You have to set the foundation. So, hi, Kim C. You caught a life, but we're all done. I'm sorry. We started at 10 o'clock Pacific time, and so we're done for this particular show. Thank you for coming by. I'm sorry that we won't be here. Hi, Annie. I will tell you that I'll be on with a lady named Sheila Clifford, and she does animal communication. And I'm coming back on in a couple of hours. So please come by. Do you have anything coming up, Teri?
I have Thursday with you this coming Thursday, and I also the very next Friday from there I have I'll be reading with my psychic triad, Joan.
There you go.
Jean and Teri Lee.
Yep, they're wonderful, fabulous. That's good. Thank you. And whose channel? Whose channel?
It's Teri Lee. So
Teri Lee's Pure Visionary. Okay.
And then I do want to say next Sunday at 12, I'm going to be on with Scott, Scorpio, Sun, Tarot.
Oh, good for you. Yeah, very good. Very good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all the people in the chat. Thank you for the donation as well. We love you, and we send you lots of love for the week ahead. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Teri. Bye, everyone.